Hi dear viewers, I have been planning to share this video for a long time. Being charismatic is not an easy thing. Being charismatic is related to your body language, posture, behavior, and of course the power of words. How you use your sentences, how you say them at what timing, and with what emphasis you say them. When you say the right words with the power of words, all doors open in your life. There is no door that won't open when you say the right words in the right way. I know that sometimes you have sudden outbursts, some impulsive movements. Sometimes you say what comes to your mouth and then regret it. When I tell you here how women should react in which situation, you will say, oh, yes, we can be charismatic. Or maybe you are already a charismatic woman and you can develop it even more. You can go one step further. Why not? Why should we limit ourselves? Yes, let's begin. Many of us have experienced a man pushing for sex too soon after meeting. They keep saying things like, let's go to my place, let's watch a movie, or let's read a book at my house, or what are we going to do out here, don't give me trouble now. Your reaction to these situations and the sentence you use to express yourself can actually be the first step towards being charismatic. And here's the key point, all the sentences you'll see in this video are short and concise. I worked on that specifically. You don't need to explain yourself because you're not the one who's wrong. He's the one with certain expectations from you. In these situations, use mirroring. Because it's not your fault, it's the man's fault. This situation could happen to a man too. He should say the same thing, you've misunderstood me. When you speak concisely, you always send a message to the man. Because your approach is right in a man's mind when you speak succinctly. Therefore, by saying you've misunderstood me without getting angry, you're ending the situation. If he continues to prolong the subject, you will once again calmly and briefly say stop prolonging. Oh, don't prolong it, you will say. I told you that you misunderstood me. Don't prolong the subject anymore. There can't be a clearer message than that. If you think to yourself, he'll distance himself from me if I say this, I'll say to you, what more do you want from God? If he distances himself from you, then he's only looking for sex and doesn't have any other expectations from life. His distancing would be a relief for you. If I were you, I'd throw a party and say, I got rid of this vulture. 2, for example, if the person you're seeing keeps making mistakes and not taking responsibility for the relationship, they do the opposite of everything you say. For instance, you ask them why are you adding everyone on Instagram, but they continue to add more people. Or you warn them about behaviors that bother you, but they continue to do them carelessly. All you have to say is I'm starting to get bored. Again, very short and to the point, I'm starting to get bored. Why are you saying this? Anyone who understands will realize this girl is distancing herself from me. They should understand this feeling. They either need to fix themselves or this girl is leaving. They need to start taking what you say seriously, show respect, and put it into practice. In times like this, as I have mentioned in my other videos, just leave and give them a cold shower effect. Remarriage. If you have been in a long-term relationship and your partner has been making excuses like I'm not thinking about marriage or I need at least 5 years to get my life in order or constantly pressuring you to think about marriage, and if he still hasn't introduced you to his family after 2 years and doesn't want to clarify anything about your relationship, then you may feel that the relationship is going nowhere. If you don't want to break up but you also don't want to continue in a stagnant relationship, then you can simply ask him this one question, what are you thinking about our future together? I think we have different plans. Just say this one sentence. You don't need to constantly ask him questions like, are we getting married? Can't we get married? Because you are a charismatic, confident, and strong woman. As I said before, if you say I think we have different plans and don't continue the sentence, he will understand that, oh, she spoke briefly and to the point. She is distancing herself from me. He will realize that if he has a different future plan that doesn't include you, then you will have to change your plans accordingly, and that means you will be moving on. A charismatic woman doesn't speak in long sentences, she gets the job done in one sentence and smiles. For if someone constantly makes fun of you and behaves rudely despite your constant warnings, for example, making fun of you or trying to belittle you in front of your friend group, this is a very serious matter. Immediately, in front of everyone or even in private, say to them you need to start taking me seriously. Look, again, a very short, very concise, but very accurate sentence. You need to start taking me seriously. They might say, what do you mean, are you threatening me? And you can reply, no, you're not taking me seriously and you need to learn to do so. If you don't do that, then I'm not here. 5. I love this part. The 5th item is the most exciting one. I'm sure you also want your ex-boyfriend or ex-girlfriend to regret and come back to you. Maybe some of you have tried various funny tricks for this, but those things don't work that way. Now I will tell you a single sentence that has been proven to work extremely well for both genders. For those who say I want to make them regret, but at the same time, I want to look strong, this is for you. Of course, saying it face to face is more effective, but some women or men return to the scene of the event after a certain time after the breakup and call or text to check on the situation of the person they left. You will say this exact sentence to them: I have finished you in my heart. I don't feel anything anymore. You don't build any other sentence on this short sentence and never ever make a call or send a message. So how will this sentence make the other person regret and come back? Hearing that there is nothing left in your heart for them and that you have finished them in your heart is a very heavy word and touches their heart. They will think about this sentence for days, swallow it. As I said, both parties can use this sentence for the same situation. You will see its huge impact. Don't try to write long messages, you won't see any effect, but with this sentence, you will open deeper wounds on them than thousands of sentences. There is no door that women who follow these sentences cannot open. I love you all. If you like this kind of content and want more, you can like my video and subscribe to my channel. I will prepare my new relationship tactics for you with great motivation. Take care of yourself.